बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। दिस इज़ आवर न्यू टॉपिक। इस चैप्टर में आप किसी को बता पाएंगे कि मुझे ये चीज़ आती है, मुझे ये काम आता है, मीन्स आई कैन डू दैट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर गुड एट कुकिंग, यू कैन कुक फूड, you can cook Pakistani food, Thai food, okay, Japanese food, Chinese food. You can mention that I can cook Chinese food. Okay, if you can speak Chinese, you can mention that I can speak Chinese. I can drive a car. I can स्विम। ओके, अब ये जो कैन मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, आप देख रहे होगे कि स्विमिंग जिस तरह मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दी, सो इट्स समथिंग के जो आप लर्न करते हो। ठीक है, हर बंदे को नहीं आती होती स्विमिंग, राइट। अगर मैं कहूँ समुद्र में मतलब पूरी दुनिया अगर छलांग मारे और वो स्विम कर पाएगी, इट्स नॉट ट्रू। ओनली दोस पीपल कैन स्विम हु हैव लर्नड इट। ओके, सो अ स्किल दैट इज लर्न। टॉपिक नेम इज वो मींस आई हुए। Hui means can. Now this can is ability. Ability. Okay, means ability वाला can है. It's not a simple can. Like simple can कौन सा होता है English में? I can go out. Now everybody can go out. Okay. So going out is not something which you learn. Okay. Everybody can do that, right? So can ये वो वाला है. Hui जो है that is that can जो के ability show करे आपकी. You have learned something, some skill, and now you are able to do that. Okay, so वो हुए means I can. Now ability वाला can है, ठीक है, वो हुए। Next, shuō। shuō कहते हैं बोलने को। Not I am doing, I am speaking, right? वो ज़ाय shuō, I am speaking. Okay, I am speaking right now. Speaking जो है speak करना, बोलना, that is shuō। Next, 汉语，我会说汉语。I can speak Chinese language. Okay, this is obviously Chinese language you are learning right now, right? So nobody can speak it until and unless they have learned it, right? So you guys are learning right now. So the thing is, you can say I can speak Chinese. 我会说汉语. I can speak Chinese language. This is the topic. Okay, this is the name of the topic. Okay. Hui means can. This shows ability. Do something. Okay, next, shuō means to speak. Okay, mama, we have learned this. Mama means mother. Actually, we have learned ma, but I told you at that time that we normally say mama. Okay, so it means mother. Okay, next is Thai. It means to dish. Okay, if you have cooked something, your mother has cooked some food at home for dinner, or let's say for lunch, so we say that is a dish. Okay, it could be anything. We can, like, everything is classified as dish. Okay, the food. Okay, Thai. So but Thai also means vegetables. Okay, there are two meanings of this word. So normally Thai means vegetable, but in your chapter it is used as dish. Okay, food. So Thai, these two meanings are there. Okay, next is Han. So Han means very. जो बुक ने हमें बताया है, ठीक है, दैट इज हम क्या कहते हैं, हम कहते हैं नी हाओ। नी हाओ मीन्स हेलो। तो नेक्स्ट पर्सन रिप्लाई क्या करता है, वो भी नी हाओ से जवाब देता है, नी हाओ। ओके, द रिस्पॉन्स टू नी हाओ इज नी हाओ। नाउ if you want to ask someone like how are you, so how do you say that? आप नी हाओ के आगे माँ लगा देते हो, ठीक है, नी हाओ माँ। ओके, अच्छा, प्रैक्टिकली ये नहीं होता। ये नी हाओ माँ जो बुक्स में लिखा हुआ है, लेकिन प्रैक्टिकली ऐसा नहीं होता। प्रैक्टिकली देयर आर मल्टीपल वेज जो कि यूज करते हैं चाइनीज नेशनल्स। देखो, ये बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है जिस तरह इंग्लिश में हाउ आर यू बहुत रेयर है, ठीक है, हाउ आर यू वेरी रेयर, ठीक है। हम ऐसे नहीं हाउ डू यू डू, ठीक है, व्हाट्सएप, इस तरह हम बात करते हैं, राइट। दे आर डिफरेंट, लाइक इट हैज बीन रिप्लेस्ड। लेकिन अभी बुक में आपको, क्योंकि आप बेसिक्स पे हो, तो आपको ये चीजें वही पढ़ानी पड़ेगी। हाउ आर यू आपको बताना पड़ेगा। नी हाउ मा, आप किसी को नी हाउ मा बोलोगे, अगला एक दफा ना आपको देखेगा है व्हाट आर यू सेइंग। सो इट्स वेरी स्ट्रेंज क्वेश्चन, बट ऑफ कोर्स हम बुक को पहले सीखेंगे। हमें बेसिक्स से आगे हाई ऊपर जाना है ना। बेसिक्स में ये नी हाउ मा मींस हाउ आर यू। मैं आपको इसका आगे बताऊंगा, आगे जाके फ्यूचर में। हाउ डू यू से, हाउ डू यू आस्क समवन कि हाउ इज ही, हाउ इज शी। Okay, how do you say that? But for the time being, you learn this. Ni hao means how are you? Okay, so the answer to that is 我很好 I'm very good, I'm fine. ठीक है, 我很好 हाओ कहते हैं good को, हन कहेंगे very को, very good, I'm very good. ठीक है, means I'm fine, 我很好. So now coming back to our this, Again, that same word, han, is very. Okay, now the next is hao chi. Hao chi means tasty, delicious. Okay. हाउ च अच्छा इसमें ना इस वर्ड में च का जो मतलब है ना दैट इज टू ईट ठीक है और हाउ का मतलब गुड का है ठीक है वी लर्न दैट बिफोर राइट सो च का मतलब होता है ईट हाउ का मतलब होता है गुड सो ना हाउ मीन्स गुड च मीन्स टू ईट मतलब खाने में अच्छा खाने में टेस्ट दिली खाने में गुड so what does it mean it means delicious it means tasty okay if you are saying हाँ हाउ च very delicious अगर वेरी लगा दोगे तो यू आर एग्जैगरेटिंग दैट लाइक आप उसकी प्रेज बढ़ा रहे हो ठीक है आप उसकी डिग्री लाइक उसकी तारीफ की जो डिग्री ऑफ प्रेजिंग है दैट इज यू आर इंक्रीजिंग दैट ओके सो हाउ मींस टेस्टी डिलीशियस हाँ हाउ वेरी डिलीशियस ओके सो का मतलब टू डू का होता है लेकिन आपके चैप्टर में टू कुक के तौर पे यूज हुआ अब कुकिंग भी तो यू आर डूइंग समथिंग राइट सो टू डू बेसिकली इसका मतलब जो लफ्ज ही मतलब टू डू है आप फ्यूचर में आगे देखेंगे this word can be used in multiple ways. All elaborate this meaning. Okay, to do. Okay, for example, cooking. Obviously, you're doing something, right? So, doing your homework. ठीक है, so ये ना वहाँ पे भी ये word use होता है. So इसका मतलब to do का आप रखें, लेकिन to cook यहाँ पे आपके चैप्टर में to cook के तौर पे यूज हुआ है. ठीक है, so means to cook. अब आप जब कुक कर रहे हो मीन्स तो ऑब्वियसली आप क्या कुक कर रहे हो डिश कर रहे हो ना तो जो चाय ठीक है यू आर कुकिंग फूड ओके 你在做菜 you are cooking food ओके नाउ 写कहते हैं किसको लिखने को टू राइट अब अगेन टाइपिंग जो है कंप्यूटर वाली वो डिफरेंट होती है राइटिंग इज समथिंग विद यू व्हिच यू डू विद योर हैंड्स ओके विद द पेंसिल इन योर हैंड यू आर राइटिंग समथिंग सो टू राइट इज 写 okay next is hanzi means Chinese characters it means Chinese characters okay now again z means characters अब z का मतलब characters है अब ये Chinese character भी हो सकते हैं Korean भी हो सकते हैं Japanese भी हो सकते हैं any character could be that right but if you are putting han before z that means you are only specifying the Chinese character you are only focusing on Chinese character because हमने हान एक वर्ड पढ़ा था हानयू रिमेंबर चाइनीज लैंग्वेज तो ये वही वाला है ठीक है तो हान ज मीन्स चाइनीज करेक्टर ज मीन्स करेक्टर्स नाउ 怎么कहेंगे हाउ को हाउ ओके हमने पहले शमा पढ़ा था दैट इज व्हाट नाउ दिस इज 怎么 मीन्स हाउ ओके नेक्स्ट इज टू कहते हैं टू रीड को अब देखो इसमें रीडिंग भी आ गया राइटिंग भी आ गया स्पीकिंग भी आ गया सो क्या मिसिंग है बताएं लिसनिंग मिसिंग है तो आई एम राइटिंग दैट थिंग कहेंगे लिसनिंग को टू लिसन ओके देखो अगर मैं इसको थिंग को इसके साथ मिला दूं शीए तो क्या हो जाएगा व्हाट वुड बी द वर्ड हाँ जी यहाँ नीचे लिखने लगा हूँ हाँ जी वर्ड क्या हो जाएगा थिंग को मैं शीए के साथ मिला दूं लिसन करके राइट करना थिंग शीए ओके थिंग शीए किसे कहते हैं आप गैस करें think to listen 写 to write so if you are listening to something and you are writing it down so what does it mean any guesses anybody can guess that think कहते हैं जी to listen को 写 कहते हैं to write को if you are listening to something and you are writing it down so this means dictation this is the word for it आप डिक्टेशन कैसे बोलते हो आप डिक्टेशन बोलते हो think yeah okay you are listening to something and you are writing it down this is thing yeah okay means you are listening and you are writing so you are listening to the word for example let's say I say hui and you are writing the character of hui so this is dictation you have listened to the word and now you're writing it down so this activity this action is known as dictation this is the word for dictation thing yeah this is how you say dictation in Chinese. Now, you have these pictures and you have to match pictures with the accurate word. Now, mama. Now, she can be a mother. Okay, because she is cooking the food and she could be at her home and cooking for her children, her husband, or her family members. So, she could be mama. Secondly, F, she's short mama. Why? Because there's a child and there's a mother, right? So mama, we can fill this with these two options. There's Hanzi, Chinese characters. Now you can see that there's a Chinese characters over here, right? So this could be the answer. Now they are speaking. They are speaking. Now look, how are you? He's saying Chinese. He's saying English, and she's replying in Chinese. 我很好, I'm fine. So they are speaking. They are not writing. Okay, so they are just saying. Now she's writing the Chinese character. You can see that. So there could be like two options, A and D, but A is the most appropriate choice. Now, 中国菜. I told you last time that Thai means dish. Now, if we are putting the name of a country in front of a dish, like 中国, 中国 means China. Now, if we are putting the name of China in front of a dish, that means we are talking about Chinese dish. If we want to talk about Pakistani dish, then how will we say? We say Pakistan Thai. We put Pakistan, the name of Pakistan, in front of Thai, Chinese dish, in front of dish. So whatever the dish you want to tell, whatever you simply put the name of a country in front of dish. It's exactly the same as we did for people. Remember, if we want to say people, how do we say that? We say 中国 Chinese people, 中国人 Chinese people, right? We put China in front of Ren people. Similarly, if we put China in front of dish, it means we are talking about Chinese dish, 中国菜. Now, this is Pakistan Thai, means Pakistani dish. You can look at these pictures, which should be the appropriate answer for Chinese food. Now, maybe you don't know that, but this is Chinese food. Okay, 说汉语 can speak Chinese. Okay, now I told you that they are speaking. Okay, now they are speaking. She is replying in Chinese. So speaking Chinese, C is the right option. Now, 写汉字, writing down Chinese character. Now she is the only person who is writing something, right? So writing down Chinese character is D. Now, so 中国菜. Now she's cooking food. We don't know she's cooking what kind of food. Maybe the food of China, maybe food of Pakistan, maybe food of America, Western food, Thai food, whatever. So, but we have only one option, which is so, to cook. 中国菜. The thing is, she's cooking something, right? The verb 做 to cook is more than enough to choose E for this choice. E is the right option for that. Speaking Chinese is kind of a skill. Now you can see that these are foreign students and he's a Chinese teacher. You can see that. Okay, so Chinese teacher is asking foreign kids, like one of the kids. He's asking to one of the kids, can you speak Chinese? Okay, 你 means you. 会 means can. Ability wala can hai ye. 说 to speak. 汉语 ma. Can you speak Chinese? Ma is a question particle. Remember, if I say 你会说汉语, it means you can speak Chinese. If you put ma at the end of the declarative, then it changes it into a question. 你会说汉语吗? Can you speak Chinese? So the kid is replying, 我会说汉语. I can speak Chinese. Okay, if you can speak Chinese, you say 我会说汉语. If you can't speak Chinese, you say 我. How do you negate that? 会 की negation 不会 होती है. 我不会. If you can't speak Chinese, you say 我不会说汉语. I can't speak Chinese. Okay. So this is how you answer that. If you say I can speak Chinese, so you say like this: 我会说汉语. If you can't speak Chinese, you say it like this: 我不会 I can't. 我不会 can की negation 不会होती है can't. 说 speak 汉语 I can't speak Chinese. Okay, so it's not necessary that everyone in the world can speak Chinese. Only those people can speak Chinese who have learned it or they are Chinese national. They are living in China or they are doing some work business with Chinese people. Of course, they have learned from listening to them. Okay, because you can learn a language by listening, by reading, by writing, and by speaking. So if you are involved in any of such activities, then maybe you know Chinese, but it's not necessary that the whole population of the world know Chinese. It's never been necessary. So if you can speak Chinese, you say 我会说汉语. If you can't speak Chinese, you simply say 我不会说汉语. Similarly, you can ask someone that, can you speak English? How do you ask that? You ask 你会说 can you speak English? 英语 can you speak English? This is how you say ma. Okay, ma is important. If you don't say ma, it's a declarative sentence. If you put ma, that means you are talking, you are asking a question. Now 你 means you, 会 means can, 说 means to speak. What? 英语 means English language. 英语 ma. Okay, so the question remains the same, but you change the language. You put English instead of 汉语. So 你会说汉语吗? Can you speak Chinese? Now this question, 你会说英语吗? For example, you are meeting a Chinese person. Okay, now you want to confirm that does he know Chinese? Does she know Chinese? You can simply ask this question. Does she know English? Does he know English? So you can simply ask this directly to him or her. 你会说英语吗? Can you speak Chinese? The person can reply in two ways. One is either she or he will say I can speak Chinese, or second option is I can't speak English. Okay, 我 if they can speak English, they say 我会 I can speak 说英语 I can speak English. If they can't, then how do they respond? They simply say 我不会说英语. Okay, this is how they say. They have only two options to respond. That I can, I can't. These are the two options that they have to answer the question above. Okay, 我会说英语. It's similar to the response that you can give to someone. 我不会说英语. Okay, I can't speak English. Okay, I can speak English. I can't speak English. Similarly to this answer, 我会说汉语. I can speak Chinese. 我不会说汉语. I can't speak Chinese. Similarly, if you want to ask someone about your language, does they know your language? They can speak Urdu. Does they know Urdu? Okay, so how do you say that? Can you speak Urdu? Similarly, to the same question, 你 means you, 会 you can, 说 Hanji, 乌耳都语吗? Okay, this is how you say Urdu. 乌耳都语吗? Can you speak Urdu? Okay, this is how you say that. 你 means you, 会 means can, 说 means to speak. We have learned this before. Okay, next is about language. I have already given you an assignment. You will submit that assignment and you will learn the languages that different countries are speaking in their countries as the national language of country. So in our country, our national language is Urdu. In Urdu in Chinese is this is how we write it. I have written it over here. I will simply highlight it, and then I will write the tones. This is Urdu. This is how we say Urdu in Chinese. Now I'm putting the tones in front of it. The first word is Wu, straight tone. Wu. Okay, then there's a separation comma that separates R with Wu, so that you know that this is another character. Okay, this is not one word because this is a final and it does not have initial. So we need to separate these by putting comma in between two words. Okay, Wu, R. Next, Tu, Yu. Okay, you can see that Yu means language. Okay, there is Yu in English, there is Yu in Chinese. Okay, so this means language. So Wu, R, Tu is Urdu. Okay, Wu, R, Tu, Yu means Urdu language. Okay, 你会说乌尔都语吗? 你会说乌尔都语吗? So the person again can reply in two ways. They can speak or they can't speak. 我会说 I can speak. Okay, 乌尔都语 or they simply say 我不会 I can't 说乌尔都语 Okay, I can't speak Urdu. These are the two ways they can adopt to answer the question above. Okay, similarly, you can ask any kind of language to any person that does they know this language, can they speak this language. Okay, you can use the same tool to ask the languages, okay, to the persons. Again, coming back to our topic where we started, the professor, the teacher is asking one of our kids, 你会说汉语吗? Can you speak Chinese? The kid is replying, 我会说汉语 I can speak Chinese. Okay, so the kid is very confident that he or she can speak Chinese. Now the kid is asking, sorry, the teacher is asking, 你妈妈会说汉语吗? Can your mother speak Chinese? Again, the same question. Look, he is repeating the same question with a different subject. First, he asked the kid, 你. Now he's asking the kid, 你妈妈, your mother. Now the subject is the kid's mother. Okay, 你妈妈会说汉语吗? Can your mother speak Chinese? Again, I've told you another way. How do you ask that? You can also ask that, 你妈妈呢? What about your mother? You can also ask like this, in this style. 你妈妈呢? I told you that if you put no after a subject, it means you are asking about the same question with a different subject. Okay. 你妈妈呢? What about your mother? Again, the kid is supposed to answer the same question about his or her mother. Now, but the teacher repeated that question. Okay. 你妈妈会说汉语吗? Can your mother speak Chinese? The kid is replying, 她不会说, she can't speak. Okay, 她 is the character of she. That is why I said she. 她不会说. Now, kid could have replied, 我妈妈不会说. So there are two ways to answer this question. One is 我妈妈, my mother, 不会说, she can't speak. The second way he has already mentioned that 她不会说, she can't speak. Okay. 你妈妈会说汉语吗? Can your mother speak Chinese? The kid is saying 她不会说, she can't speak. They are Western people, right? You can see that they are not Chinese. Okay, they are Western. Now they are cooking something. They are in the kitchen. They are cooking something. The boy is asking the girl, 中国菜. They are in China. They must be in China. That's why they are discussing about Chinese dish, right? Chinese dish. 好吃吗? Delicious ma? Is Chinese food delicious? This is what the boy is asking to a girl. 中国菜, Chinese dish. 好吃吗? Is it delicious? Is the Chinese dish delicious? Okay. So the girl is saying 中国菜很好吃 is very delicious. 很好吃 means very delicious. So next is 你会做 you can cook. 中国菜吗? Can you cook Chinese food? This is what he's asking here. Hi. So the girl is saying 我不会做 I can't cook. Okay. Now, look, you can ask about any dish. For example, if you are asking about Pakistani dish, you will say Pakistan Thai. 好吃吗? Is Pakistani food delicious? Pakistan Thai. 很好吃 is very delicious. Or if it's not very delicious, you can simply say Pakistan Thai. 不好吃 not taste. 不 means no. Okay. So you can either love the food or you can simply hate it. You don't like it. Okay, not hate it. It's not hating something. It's like you don't think it's delicious. Okay, it's like that. 巴基斯坦菜很好吃. So if you love something, you say 很好吃, very delicious. 好吃 means delicious. But if you don't think it's delicious, you simply say 不好吃, not delicious. Okay. So it's either you enhance the degree or you simply say no, not delicious. 巴基斯坦菜不好吃. So it depends on your taste. Okay. So 中国菜好吃吗? Is Chinese food delicious? 中国菜很好吃. It's very delicious. But if you ask me, 中国菜好吃吗? So how do 老师 will say? 老师 say 中国菜很好吃. It's very delicious because I love that food. I love the Chinese food. I used to eat it daily basis. I miss Chinese food sometimes. So it's very delicious. Now, 你会做中国菜吗? Can you cook Chinese food? The girl is saying 我不会做 I can't cook. Now, you can see they are studying, okay? They are learning Chinese. Let's say they are learning Chinese characters. They are discussing with each other. Now, the girl is asking boy, 你 means you. 会写汉字吗? You can. 会 means can. 写 means write down. Okay, write. 汉字 Chinese characters. Ma is a question particle. 你会写汉字吗? Ma means you are asking a question of yes or no. Can you write Chinese character? So the boy is saying 我会写 I can write. Okay, so writing again, writing is kind of a skill because you are talking about Chinese characters, right? So it means you have learned it, the way to write Chinese characters. For example, I told you earlier that for a horizontal tone, okay, for a horizontal tone, what you do? You always do from left to right. If you do from right to left, it is a horizontal tone, but the way of writing is wrong because this is from right to left. This is wrong, and left to right is correct. So if you are writing the horizontal tone, you have to from left to right. You have to write it from left to right. This is the rule of writing of Chinese character. This is one of the very basic principle. Okay, from left to right. Similarly, the vertical line from top to bottom is correct. If you are writing it from bottom to top, then that is wrong. Okay, though they both are the Chinese like lines, but which one is correct? The one which you have wrote from top to bottom. So if you are teaching someone how to write Chinese character, you have to be very cautious about that. That how are you teaching? Because you can't teach someone wrong. Okay, you can't teach someone wrong. For example, if I'm teaching you Chinese character, obviously if I'm doing this from right to left, that is wrong. This is not the right way to teach. The direction of each stroke is also very important. You are from left to right, top to bottom. And if you are writing the character of remember 10. If you are writing the character of 10, then what you do? You first you have to write the horizontal stroke, and then you will write the vertical stroke. If you are writing the vertical stroke, like first horizontal and then vertical. But if you are writing vertical first and you are like you are putting the horizontal later, the character is same. You see the same. This character and this character is same. The output is same. Okay, if it's in the paper, then nobody knows. Okay, how did you have right? Like this is uh this is equal to, let me change the color so that you should know that. Okay, this is equal to this. Okay, now okay, now you see the final product is same. It's if it's in written form, the final product is same, but the way, like first should be horizontal line, then vertical line. Over here, first vertical and then horizontal. So this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, way of writing, and this is correct way of writing. This is the one of the simplest character that I have told you, right? So if somebody is claiming that they can write, so it means they should know the right way to write. Okay, they should know that it's from left to right, this is from top to bottom, and they should know that horizontal line proceeds vertical. Okay, the first we write horizontal and then the vertical. We don't do like this. Okay, so if somebody is saying I can write, so they know everything about writing. So the girl is saying 你 means you 会写汉字吗? Can you write down Chinese character? The boy is saying 我会写 I can write. So now the girl is pointing out to a character. You can see that she's saying what about this character? 这个字 ये वाला character. 这个 means this one. 这个字 ये वाला character 怎么写? 怎么 means how. Remember 写 write down. So how to write down this character? This is what the girl is asking the boy. Because the boy have said that I can write. So now the girl is asking 这个字 ये वाला character 怎么写? कैसे लिखना है? The boy is saying 对不起 I am sorry. 这个字 ये वाला character 我会读 I can read. 不会写 I can't write. Okay, I can read, but I can't write. So the character she is asking about, it must be something. Let's say this one, for example, 对不起. So he can read it, but he can't write that. Okay, so because if you are going to teach someone the writing, obviously you need to know everything about that. Okay, so 对不起这个字 ये वाला character 我会读 I can read 不会写 I can't write. 对不起 I'm sorry 这个字我会读不会写你会写汉字吗 Can you write down Chinese character 我会写 I can write 这个字怎么写 How to write down this character 对不起 I'm sorry 这个字我会读 I can read this character 不会写 I can't write. Okay, this character I can read but can't write. Okay, so this is word is 会 which is can, which is kind of an ability. Which can indicate that you have ability. For I can drive a car. Not everyone can drive a car, right? Driving a car is some skill that you learn, okay, by giving some time to that. So hui is can, but ability wala can. Okay, not simple can. Now, हुए की जो negation होती है ना, that is 不会. Okay, हुए की negation 不会होती है, means I can't. I can का मतलब वो हुए, I can't का मतलब वो 不会. हुए is for positive sentence, 不会 is for negative sentence. If you can't do something, you simply say 我不会. But बाद में verb या लगा दीजिएगा. मिसाल के तौर पे पहला है 我会写汉字. I can write down Chinese character. This is the first one. Okay. 我不会 I can't 做中国菜. I can't cook Chinese food. Okay. So 我不会做中国菜. 你妈妈 your mother 会说汉语吗? Can your mother speak Chinese? Okay. So 我 means I. 会 I can. 写 write down. 汉字 Chinese character. Next is 我不会 I can't. What? I can't what? I can't. 做 to cook. क्या? 中国菜 I can't cook Chinese food. Next question. 你妈妈 your mother 会说 can speak 汉语吗? Can your mother speak Chinese? Okay, I can ask you anything. 你爸爸会说汉语吗? Anything. I can ask you anything in the exam. Obviously, आपको subject के वाले से जवाब देना होगा. सही है. Okay, I told you this earlier that if you want to increase the degree of an objective, for example, something is good. Okay, something is good. How? How means good. Okay, you want to exaggerate that. You think it's very good. Then how do you say that? You say 很好, right? You say 很好 means very good. Okay, very good. Okay, if you disagree with that, if you disagree with that, then how do you say that? You say 不好, not good. Okay, not good. So it's either that you will enhance the degree, okay, or it's that you disagree with that. Okay, if you disagree, then you simply say 不好, like not good. Okay, if it's very good, then you say 很好, very good. Okay, 好 means good. Remember, tasty and delicious is the same meaning. Okay, so 好吃 means tasty, delicious. Okay, 很好吃 means very, very tasty, very delicious. Okay, and then 不好吃 it means not good, not tasty, not delicious, not good to eat. Okay, so this is how you can use these two words. Okay, it's either 不 means it's not adjective. This is an adjective. Tasty is an adjective. Good is an adjective. Okay, so for example, so similarly we will study more adjectives in future. Okay, so for example, someone is beautiful, you say 漂亮. Okay, beautiful, 漂亮. Okay, 漂亮. Okay, obviously we use this word only for girls and not for boys. For boys we say handsome, it's different word. For girls we say 漂亮. We can also use this word for scenic beauties, like this place is beautiful, right? So, or this room is beautiful, whatever. You can use this word in, if we are discussing a person, then for person's point of view we can only use this word for girls. Okay, so 漂亮 means beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. So now, if I say, it's again an adjective. If I say very beautiful, so I say 很漂亮, like very beautiful. Okay, I am going to praise someone more. Okay, very beautiful. Okay, so if I say not beautiful, so I say 不漂亮, like not ugly. Okay, not beautiful is something like ugly. Okay, not beautiful. Okay, so the word is 漂亮. Okay, if we put 很 before an adjective, it enhances the degree. Okay, if we put 不 before an adjective, then it simply says like you don't agree with that. So similar situation is over here. So I'm going to write these words. Okay, whatever is written. First is 我很好. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm 很好. Okay. Second is I'm going to write down over here. Okay. Second is 我妈妈的汉语, my mother's Chinese. My mother's Chinese 不好 is not good. Okay, my mother's Chinese is not that good. Next, 中国菜很好吃. Chinese dish is very delicious. Okay, it's either that you put han before a adjective or you put simply 不 before an adjective. Okay, 不好 not good. Okay, 我妈妈的汉语不好 my mother's Chinese is not good. 中国菜很好吃 Chinese dish is very delicious. 我很好 I'm fine. So you simply adjective before adjective you either can put han or you can put 不. Okay, but in front in the start we put subject. Okay. Next is 怎么. Now 怎么 is means how. Okay, 怎么 equal to how. Again, this is similar to the word how. Okay, in English means whenever we say how to write. Okay, if I wanna say how to write, how to write. Like, कैसे लिखूं? How do I say? I say 怎么写 how to write. Okay, simple. How to read equal to how to read. Again, 怎么读 how to read. Remember, how to listen. For example, there's a your exam. For example, you have an exam and there's a listening portion that okay, and you are saying how to listen the audio. Something how to listen. Okay, you can ask that, right? If you are unable to listening to the audio or you don't have an access to that audio question, then you can always ask the examiner that how I listen to the audio. I'm unable to listen to it. Okay, how to listen, 怎么听 how to speak. Okay, 怎么说 कैसे बोलूं, how to say 怎么说. Okay, this is how you say how to speak. Okay, so similar to the how in English. Okay, this word 怎么写 to write, 怎么读 to read. Okay, 怎么听 listen. 怎么说 how to speak. Okay, for example, you can ask me, 老师 teacher 老师这个字 ये वाला character 这个字怎么读 how to read. जिसका उसने टेक्स्ट में क्वेश्चन किया था कि 这个字怎么写 how to write down this character. इसी तरह हम उससे पूछे 老师这个字怎么读 ये वाला character कैसे पढ़ना है. ठीक है. The example they have given us, I'm going to write those examples over here. First example is 这个汉字 this character 怎么读. Oh, they have written the same example that I used above. Okay, 这个字怎么读 how to read down this character. Okay, now next is 你的汉语名字 your Chinese name. 你的汉语名字怎么写 how to write down your Chinese name. 你的汉语名字怎么写你的 means yours. 汉语名字 Chinese name. Your Chinese name 怎么写 how to write. Okay, interest is your best teacher. I always say that interest is your best teacher. If you have interest in something, you can learn that. Okay, you can learn anything if you have interest in that. So you have to create an interest in whatever you are studying. You have to find multiple ways to create interest. Okay, it's not always up to the teacher that he should make things easier for you. Sometimes you yourself have to do a lot of effort to make it interesting, to make things interesting. Okay, so 你的汉语名字怎么写 how to write down your Chinese name. 这个字 okay 怎么写 how to write down this character. ठीक हो गया. Okay जी, these were the grammar points. I think our topic is almost finished. Now these are some self-assessment exercises. You can always answer such questions in exams. 你会说汉语吗? Can you speak Chinese? So you can answer that. 你会写汉字吗? Can you write down Chinese character? 你会做中国菜吗? Can you cook Chinese food? 你有汉语名字吗? Do you have Chinese name? 你会写你的汉语名字吗? Can you write down your Chinese name? Okay, these are some self-assessment questions. 我们都会. Hanji. Look at the picture and then you can answer these. For example, they all can what? सब क्या कर सकते हैं? Chinese बोल सकते हैं, right? 我们都会. हाँ जी, क्या आएगा? Sure, we can all speak Hànyǔ, Chinese language. Okay, whatever you think it's possible, like in सब में common हो वो आप लिख दो. So in these things you have to do on your own. These are self-assessment exercises. Okay.